All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the I Don't Know Shit About Boxing MMA edition, aka I Don't Know Shit About MMA. And for those listening, thinking, okay, why would I listen to a guy that doesn't know shit about MMA? I would then reverse it to you, the listener, and say, do you know shit about MMA? Because most of the times we sit here, we create these predictions, our favorite fighters, we stand behind them and say, "Oh, this person's going to win. This guy's going to beat this guy," and we're pretty sure of it. But chances are we don't know nothing because we see time and time again, just like this weekend, crazy shit happens in this sport. So that's what I want to get into. So welcome back. I don't know shit about MMA. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment down below, and I can go ahead and blast that comment on the screen and then we could respond to that in real time. So, that being said, let's get into it. UFC 281 went down this weekend. Give me just a second. Let's go ahead and get into this, man, because Dana White said the other day, he said, listen, I sell holy shit moments. And this one had a few of them. I feel like the last couple of them have had a few of them, but let's go ahead and share the screen. We got Adesanya versus Pereira. Pereira. I don't know how you're supposed to say that, but let's get down to the bottom of things, and we'll go ahead and start with the undercard. Now, I can't lie, I missed all of these fights. Missed all of these fights. Seemed like we had some good finishes in here, but I missed it. I heard there were some shenanigans with this one, and then this girl got cut. That sucks. That's a good win for Carolina, though. I don't know. I can't say nothing about it because I didn't see it. If you saw any of these fights down here, maybe I won't even look at them and I'll just rewatch them. You know what I mean? So now we go into the early prelims or the prelims. The Aaron Blanchfield versus Molly McCann fight was very interesting in the sense that Molly McCann had this huge hype train and that just got completely derailed by Aaron Blanchfield. Damn, this girl looked good. She was landing right hands on Molly too before she body locked takedown. I remember she was throwing a 1-2, boom, and that right hand was landing when Molly was retreating. So Molly did. I felt like she got outstruck quite a bit. I wish they would show the total on the feet strikes because they're showing like significant strikes compared. Excuse me. But yeah, this was just a one-sided domination. She got her in that crucifix. Molly had no idea what to do. It was kind of sad. So hopefully we'll see Molly McCann, the meatball, bounce back. Talk about sad. This one was sad too, man. Dominic Reyes is just completely done. I said on the last show, the pre-fight show, I was like, does he still have it, or is he gonna have to be a full-time Toyota tire salesman? And it looks like he is, man. Ryan Spann came in with that jab, hurt him, and everyone was saying, "Oh, he got dropped with the jab, drop with the jab." I think he got dropped with that right hand that landed on the top of the head. But even then, the jab, when somebody's like, "Hey, can you unscrew this jar for me?" I can't do it, and then they do it easy, and you're like, "Oh, well, I loosened it." That jab definitely loosened that chin. Boom, that hit him on the top of the head, just put him out. A minute and 20 seconds in, really bad for Reyes. I think he's done. And if he's not done, then he needs to be. After that, we have Brad Riddell versus Hinata Moicano. Even Brad, um, getting submitted in the first round. He went on Instagram afterwards and said, "I'm going to take some time off. I'm not really feeling it right now. Until I get the itch to come back, I'm going to take some time off." He's been fighting a lot, so that's fine. You know what I mean? So that being said, let's get into the good stuff. Dan Hooker got a win against a game opponent and Claudio. Definitely screwed up his knee, I'm pretty sure, but shout out to Dan Hooker, bro. Dan Hooker came in and did what he had to do. Before this fight got announced, or before this fight happened, I've heard people like, "Oh, Dan Hooker should retire. He's done." And then I saw an interesting meme of all the fights that he's had recently, and it was like undefeated opponent, one loss opponent. Like out of their last six, like all of his opponents was like 5-1 in their last six. So he's just been going against killers, 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 killers. And then here you go. He finally got back in the win column. I'm pretty sure out of his last six, he's like 2-4, but that's fine. This one, another sad fight, sad night. Frankie Edgar gets kneed down the middle, 2 minutes in, and I think it's what's pretty crazy is like I don't know if Gutierrez's team saw this, and all his other opponents saw this as well. But Frankie, I think was a guy who had never even been finished before, and then you saw what was his name, T City. When T City got kind of his like title opportunity, he threw that uppercut up the middle, and it was able to hit Frankie, being the shorter guy. Then from there, while down, he moves down to bantamweight. Sandhagen, within seconds, boom, flying knee right up the middle. The next fight, he fights Chito, front kick right up the middle. And then Gutierrez says, "Hey, if that shot's up the middle, I'm going to take it." Boom, hits that knee right up the middle. And that's all she wrote. So it's a shit way for Frankie to go out, but he probably shouldn't have fought this fight anyways. So that just is going to be a lesson for future Hall of Famers, like Frankie, that if it's your time and you think it's your time and you're on a, 2-fight losing streak by KO, then you should probably hang it up. Now, we get into the fight of the night. The fight of the night. Poirier versus Chandler. Damn, bro. This fight was nuts. I want to go ahead and show a different screen and get into like a real breakdown because I want to get into why Michael Chandler sucks ass. And, no offense to Chandler, but god damn, bro. Why do you suck ass, man? Like it's like he has the skills to do it. And this is no disrespect, but I mean tactically, you're sucking ass, bro. Like this is what I said in the pre-fight. I said what Chandler does is he falls in love with his power. So much so that he throws a shot with everything on it. And then he throws the shot with everything on it. And then he stands there to take another half a breath. And he does what Teddy Atlas calls taking the picture. He throws everything he can and then goes right there in a boxing range. In boxing range to get countered. He's asking to get countered. Poirier before this called him Michael Chinler. It's not because necessarily his chin is gone, but it's because he puts himself into compromising positions. And it's entirely at the fault of Michael Chandler. He puts himself into those positions. He gets himself into those positions. He needs to take a little bit off. And then not only that, but he would put himself into bad positions geographically in the octagon. Let's go ahead and look at this. I'm going to try to put it in a way that YouTube's not going to fucking flag my account. Maybe we'll go back and forth a little bit on this.
Poirier out of his southpaw stance in black.
So
Chandler.
We see Chandler bouncing back and forth. He's putting on pressure. He's got his foot on the outside, but
the timing
throws the kick.
The rhythm is what Chandler's going to struggle with. Chandler feels his explosiveness is something Dustin has not seen.
But now watch this. He has the octagon, right? He has the octagon. He's got his foot on the outside, as he should be for a southpaw, right? But now he's going to circle into Dustin's power hand and then circle his own back against the octagon.
Inside the octagon.
Watch.
Look at that wide stance of Chandler.
Watch this. Oh, bro. Watch this.
And that's where Dustin can...
Look at this. This guy Chandler has entirely just positioned himself on that little cut of the octagon over here. Let's see if you can see my mouse. Look at this right here. This little part, this little inner octagon to the outer octagon. He has control of the octagon with his pressure, and then puts himself into that position. So that's strike one. You know what I mean? And the other thing is too, is because I've been such a Michael Chandler fan that when I see him fight like this, I'm like, damn, it's so disappointing, because if you just were a little bit more cautious, it would still be an exciting fight. He has the power, the skills, he has everything to make it an exciting fight. It's just not going to be like a Gotti Ward crazy fight like we're seeing, but guess what? Maybe you're going to win, bro. And this fight is the fight where he's even like, oh, I'm not going to go out there to get fight of the night. I'm going to go out there to win. Bullshit, bro. It's like you don't even know how to not. You know I feel I sound like I'm shitting on Chandler right now, but damn, dude, it's so frustrating because I'm such a big fan of this guy. And he goes out there and he fights like this. And this is the biggest fight of your career, Chandler, because with a win over Poirier, you are going to be next in line for a title shot. You beat Dustin Poirier, you're getting a title shot next. You're going to fight Islam next. And arguably, Chandler probably has the best style to fight Islam in the sense that he could keep up with the wrestling. Now, I know people are going to be like, oh, well, no, because he got finished on the ground. Yeah, because Chandler throws all of his power into shots. As like I'm saying, take some of that power off and you're not going to be sucking wind in the first round. Let's get back into it and I'll show exactly what I'm talking about.
He's a conventional fighter, so Dustin can't.
See, look at this. Now Chandler's putting himself in a bad position. He was the one pressuring, and now he's like, oh shit, my back's against the octagon.
He has effective with the leg kick because he has to kind of switch.
Boom. So now he has to throw a hard right hand.
He's got to
retake over the Monster Energy logo.
the front leg.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you almost got to show him that the kick's coming.
And then now again, look at what the fuck he does, bro. Instead of just etching out this way, maybe throwing a jab, because Dustin has a good check hook. I guess that's what he's trying to get away from. And then knowing that he can slip the left hand, because he did that a lot. He would just, like, let's say here's the jab, woo, or the left hand, he would slip it like this. Woo. Good use of the microphone, I know, right? But he would slip his head off the center. And I was even saying, bro, if Dustin just, instead of throwing it straight, throws it with a little bit of this to the side, like he'll be able to catch him going into it. But you know, what do I know? Again, I don't know shit about MMA, so fuck me. Look, again, even Dan's like, oh shit, I didn't think he was gonna circle this way.
If you want to generate any power, McGregor.
Oh, see, he tries to go for it there because he's circling into his power hand, bro.
Oh, he just caught him. He just caught him with a clean
And then
left.
look, boom. Watch this. This is what I'm saying. This goes into my Chandler just throws, like, he throws caution to the wind. You know, hey, let me just completely gas myself in round one, bro. How can I complete? What's one of the most physically exhausting techniques I can throw? Oh, a body kick as hard as I fucking can. Let's throw 4 of them in a row. You know what I mean? And land one. So we're gonna take it back a second.
He just caught
Watch
him.
this.
He just caught him with a clean left hand.
Boom.
Couple nice body kicks.
Hold on, actually. We'll go back another second.
Off the front leg.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you want to generate any power, McGregor is a southpaw himself.
Throws a kick. Even hurts his own foot doing, though. I think he might have caught the
Oh,
elbow.
he just caught him.
He's like,
He
oh
just caught him
shit.
with a clean left.
Boom. And then throws another one because I don't think he thought he would expect it. I don't know.
Hand.
And then another one misses it.
Chandler thereafter.
And then misses it again, bro. What are you doing? Like, yeah, it backed him up, but bro, he backed up from the first one. Like, literally, watch
He
this.
just caught him. He just caught him with a clean left hand.
Boom.
Nice body.
Before he even threw that, he could have thrown another jab and retaken over the Monster Energy logo. He didn't have to throw 3 in a row, dude. But I guess it got him against the fence, right?
From Chandler thereafter.
And this is what.
But it didn't. It got him. He threw 4 kicks, completely gassed himself, and then now watch. And listen, guys, this is the first time that I've watched this since the fight live. So I'm just going off of memory here. I'm pretty sure as soon as he throws that, because as soon as he threw that, I was shaking my head. I was like, what is this guy doing, bro? Watch, he's gonna throw this shit. And then he's not gonna throw nothing because he's gonna be gassed. He's gonna have on this poker face. Watch.
What Chandler wants
He had to literally put his hand out to post.
to do. He wants to
Look. He has to put his hand out to post. He can't even feint right now because he's
get to an
so
explosion
tired. And then look, he's doing this little
competition.
Yeah.
circling back the wrong way, back into the fence.
It's a good way to put it.
And then he has to do a silly ass bullshit shot.
Takedown defense
And then look, big deep breath.
holds up early for Poirier.
See? Ooh.
Can feel the tension in this building, to be sure.
Because it feels like at any moment somebody can go out.
He hasn't thrown nothing in the past minute or so. I know I'm kind of dragging this out. I'm trying to chop it up a little bit so freaking YouTube won't flag me, even though I'm just trying to comment. I'm trying to use it under fair use. So anyways, let's get back into it.
And they
Little jab to the body. Dustin with the classic pick the shorts up.
most certainly could.
Steps over to the side because Dustin knows, hey, maybe I shouldn't circle into his power hand.
The official tire of UFC.
Watch this. Watch Mike circle himself somehow back into the fucking back of the octagon.
Chandler
check
that early.
down. Got checked hard.
That's bad.
That sucks.
Yeah. Sucks for Chandler.
Yeah, he won't throw that much more.
Yeah, it's already swelling up.
All right. Now it looks like he's so this whole time he's thrown, not much, right? Those 4 body kicks took half the round of him having to back in. Hold on. Let's get back to it. Whoa. Throwing caution to the wind. Throws another body kick. Here's the other thing, too. He'll throw a kick or a body kick like this teep right down the middle, and then he'll just stand right there in boxing range. Except this time, throws the 1-2 out of the southpaw coming off of it. So that was actually pretty good.
Pretty good sequence.
Pose back, and then watch.
Switch for Chandler.
Boom. Throws a kick, and then just stands there.
Continuing to
Throws another silly-ass kick,
attack
and
in
just
all
stands
directions.
there. But then he realized, okay, let me at least bounce so I could start bouncing.
Oh, he hit him with the right hand. He hit him with the right hand.
Boom.
To Chandler.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
Chandler to the body.
Chandler
Going
hit
to the
so
body.
hard.
That was good.
So hard. And he puts everything into those shots. He's just such a do-or-die fighter. He's kill or be killed.
He is kill or be killed. But the thing is, he could kill more if he used a little more strategy and didn't put himself into compromising positions. Chandler, I'm saying this because you're my friend.
Every time he gets into that octagon.
But the crazy thing is like he always was fun, even in
Ooh.
Bellator.
Slipped it,
But
though.
it didn't feel like this.
Right.
Well, Poirier acknowledged the explosion of power all week. He knew he was going to have to take some shots tonight. Both guys having their moments through half a round.
Oh, see, he's just throwing with everything, bro. With everything. Hold on. Switch it up a little bit. Give it kind of a break. You know what I mean? All right, let's get back into it.
Wow.
Look at this. We're only halfway through the round, bro.
Big reset by Chandler. He is a little bit swollen under his right eye and will monitor that right foot after the early check by Poirier.
It's swelling. You can see the redness and the swelling already.
I mean, it was a perfect
Oh, good check hook from Poirier when he
where
tries to
Chandler-
switch up southpaw. Yeah, you can't switch up southpaw against a southpaw like Dustin because now Dustin had an opportunity to chew up that leg. He threw that hook.
Can't do. He cannot go southpaw if he wants to find success against Poirier.
Yeah, you hear DC.
Poirier's so well trained when a guy's southpaw. He just tears him up.
headbutt. They collided heads there. He
Oh,
stunned him.
see, if he would do kind of what he did with Hooker was he was able to get him out of there quickly, but it seemed like he was like, all right, I'm going to pressure you. I'm going to pick my shots, explode. If Chandler did that, that would be way better. Instead, he's like, this was just a little too reckless, man. And he said he wasn't going to be reckless. And this was the fight where it was for all, not all the marbles, but the fight to get you to the fight for all the marbles. You know what I mean? And now, here we go. What do we got? All right, let's go back.
Oh, Poirier's in trouble.
Boom,
He's in real trouble.
Oh, big right hand.
Dumps him.
Smart by Chandler.
Beautiful takedown by Michael Chandler.
By Chandler to 18 here.
No, looks like he's going to and now he's trying to get back up to his feet.
Poirier post just over a minute
You should have kneed him in the face.
to go here in round
I know you can't do that, but
1.
And keeping that hand down. Now it seems and get free.
it looks like he's about
Switch
to.
there.
Chandler.
Oh,
Big takedown for Chandler. Now Poirier returns fire back on the feet. Late round.
Hold on.
Oh.
Boom. We'll play it from here. Some dogs barking outside.
Big takedown for Chandler.
Boom.
Now Poirier returns fire back on the feet. Late round 1.
this is what we expected.
See, look at that. And now Chandler's completely exhausted because he and Dustin knows it too. He's like, all right, shit. And he said, whoop, I almost got you. I almost got you. Watch this.
This is what we
Whoop.
expected.
He said, almost got you. But look at how, like, immediately he retreats to the fence. Puts up the high
Look
guard.
at Poirier come now.
Oh, nice uppercut from Dustin.
Oh, big shots by Dustin.
Oh.
He's caught him again.
Chandler reverses it, but that's the thing. Chandler's too tired.
Yeah.
Go.
So, boom. And then, boom, because he stays in range, bro. Every time. Here we go. He's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh!
Michael Chandler.
Chandler now retreats.
Boom, again. Check. Because you just throw and you stay in boxing range, bro. Watch where he throws. He's going to watch.
Chandler now retreats.
Boom. And then look, and you're completely squared.
Oh, Poirier sticks him with that left now to the body.
Boom. And then he does this hands down, completely tired, like worst defense ever. He just tries to run away. Same shit he did against Charles when he got KO'd.
Oh, Poirier's all over him.
Oh, big connection.
Watch.
Late in the round.
And then he like runs away. He's like, oh shit.
Oh, Chandler in a world of trouble late here. Round
Still
1.
fighting. 2 seconds. Oh my God, we get round 2.
Big elbow. As advertised.
Look
Rule
at
of
Chandler's
5.
face.
Ridiculous. I don't even want to. I just want to go over the first round. It was a crazy first round, but as a Chandler fan, it's like, I'm not even, that doesn't excite me. You know what I mean? Because he got so beat up in that round for a round that he was winning. He was winning the round, and then he gets beat up like that just because of poor tactical decisions. Remember, I don't know shit about MMA, but Michael, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Sorry I'm being so critical, but I'm just frustrated. I'm a frustrated fan. Anyways, that being said, we all know what happens. Chandler loses to Poirier. Poirier's back basically as like the number 1 contender. I guess number 2, but excuse me. Maybe now, if he gets another win, maybe they'll do a Dustin versus Justin 2 to see who gets a shot at Islam. But whatever. You know what I mean? This fight was nuts. Carla, no offense, Carla, but after that performance, I mean, a lot of people said that she was a paper champ. She got murked in round 2. It was one of those things where, like, you thought, okay, if Carla could get it to the ground, maybe she'll have an advantage, but then she didn't. She got rear naked choked in a way that I haven't personally seen with that crucifix on the bottom. I mean, she had an arm triangle. So sucked for Carla. Let me put it like this. Put the screen like that. Yeah, that sucked ass for Carla. But now let's get into the main event. Dude, Israel fought such a good fight. That first round where he hurt him, damn, I feel bad. I spent so much time talking about Poirier versus Chandler. Oh shit. Whoops. Zhang versus Carla. Izzy versus Alex, baby. So yeah, man, Israel fought such a good fight. Such a good fight against such a dangerous guy. The only thing is, man, I was watching this fight. First of all, Alex legit looked like a light heavyweight. It looked like Israel was going up to 205 again. That was nuts. I mean, shout out to Alex. You know, people could be like, "Oh, he's a weight bully," but I mean, he made the weight and he he looks so big. Even Whitaker was like, damn, you know, when I fought Israel, I thought Israel was huge. And then Alex made Israel look small. So how fucking giant is Alex? Alex, as they say. But yeah, man, round one. Let's get into these stats. Round one, the total strikes. It looked like Alex had a advantage, but that round you give to Izzy because he hurt him bad at the end of that. Round two, I gave that round to Alex. He had a takedown. He landed more shots. Round three, that was a domination by Israel. That was good. Alex did well. It's one of those things where how would he do against the wrestlers in the division? You know what I mean? I mean, Israel is a bigger guy, and he says, "Oh, I could wrestle," but everybody says that, you know. Round four, it looks like Alex landed more strikes, but I think that I'm pretty sure that round went to Izzy, you know, total strikes, but significant strikes. Yeah, Izzy had 5 more significant strikes, and those are the ones, you know. I like to judge it more off of like damaging shots. You know what I mean? I could sit here and like tap you with 10 shots, but if you land one big ass shot, bust my nose, just like Chandler looked like, then you know what I'm saying, you got to give you the round. You feel me? Who would you rather be? Like, oh yeah, but I landed all those cool shots. Yeah, but your face is pretty messed up. And I know there's arguments for those. But then we get into round 5, and here's the deal, bro. This whole fight, when Israel was like kind of baiting his head in that boxing stance, like in the range, he's like baiting his head in for the counters and whatnot. I'm just like, bro, if Alex just swoops that hook and Israel isn't on for that 1 second, it's done. And then Israel would go against the fence, and I was like, bro, don't chill on the fence. Like I was screaming at the TV, I was being that guy. And I mean, remember, I don't know shit about MMA, so it's hard for me to say, but that fifth round was wild. But let's get into the stoppage, right? I think a lot of people didn't like the stoppage. I was cool with the stoppage. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and put it like this, right? So this is after Israel gets his leg checked. He then rolls back. Boom. Eats a right hand, tries to grapple. And then Pereira goes up the middle with it with a uppercut-esque shot.
Success to the body tonight.
And you see Israel's really not able to walk on that leg.
Oh!
And again, he knew that. So Alex knew that uppercut landed, right? Throws the jab, keep him in place. Boom! Hook lands. Uppercut up the middle lands. Israel's trying to clinch. Alex says, "Whoop, psych." Boom! Another right hand over to the top. Left hand. Whoa, whoa. He's throwing these shovel 45s because those are getting there. You know what I mean? These hooks, you can slip. These ones, not so much. You might slip right into them. Boom! The leg gives out, and that's one of the biggest telling signs is when that leg gives out. It's like, damn, you're hurt. And he might not have been as hurt, but when the leg goes out, the ref's looking at it like, holy shit. Boom, boom, boom. He's landing shot after shot after shot. lands 2 in a row, and then look, this one right here is loaded up, ready to go. And I think as soon as you're getting hit with shots and then you just put your head down, like you're ready to just eat uppercuts. And against this guy, Goddard did a good job saving him because he was about to get wrecked with uppercuts and hooks, and I think Israel would have gotten stopped from it. And then Swag, he's just like, okay.
The undisputed middleweight champion.
Yeah. Sucks for him, but it is what it is. Let's see. And then I like this right here. I wanted to share this. Alex gets the UFC belt tattooed on his right bicep because people are saying all this shit like, oh, he can't beat the top 5 at middleweight. It was just a stylistic matchup that he was able to win. But he'll always be in history books the UFC champion. And that's pretty dope. It looks like he was getting some sort of like lettering covered up. That's cool. Super dope. But that being said, can he beat the middleweight top 5? I don't think that's an absolutely like terrible thing to say because it's worth a look. Some people are saying that it could be claimed as disrespectful. So, real quick, let's take a look at the rankings in the UFC. So we have all of these. Now let's go to middleweight. You got Alex as the champion. Israel's number 1 now. Obviously, Robert Whittaker's number 2. So he's already beat Israel. And then we go down to Brunson. So let's go to 5 or 6. I think 6 would be a stylistic matchup in the sense that he would bang out with Costa. Costa's a big guy, kind of a 205er anyways. So that would be a good fight. Derek is a wrestler, but you saw he wasn't able to use his wrestling against Izzy. So, but also Israel's more of an elusive guy. Alex is more of a come forward guy. So would that takedown be there? I think that's what people are really, I think when guys like Schaub say this kind of thing, I think that's why, because Alex's style, but the biggest thing is his size, I think. So I think if Marvin would try to wrestle him, would Jared try to wrestle? I think that's a winnable fight for Alex more. Robert Whittaker would wrestle, but Whittaker said earlier too, in an interview, he was like, "Look, man, when I was standing with Izzy was a lot bigger than me, and Alex was a lot bigger than Izzy. So how huge is this guy? You know what I mean? I think we could all be like, oh, they're just gonna wrestle him, but is it gonna be when you're wrestling with the light heavyweight champion, who, takes down whoever he wants, it dominates them, the former light heavyweight champion in Glover. It might not be that simple. Israel might have just been able to do it because he's more of his size. I don't know. Those are fights that we would have to see, but I think he's got a chance. You know what I mean? So we look at this and we say, well, what is the move for the new champion, Alex Pereira? Right? I think obviously the rematch with Israel, the 4th fight, essentially is going to be it, and then he's going to have to make some adjustments. Maybe throw more combinations and whatnot, and just be maybe throw, because he was throwing more one shot at a time. I thought if he threw, like, he was trying to land that hook, I thought maybe if he tried to throw the 2-3, like the right hand hook, then maybe the hook would have landed more, because Israel is too worried, especially when he was getting against the fence. Israel might have been too worried about the right hand, trying to dodge that, and then the hook could have landed. Again, remember, guys, I offer up these strategies, but I don't know shit about MMA. You know what I'm saying? So, what's the move for the new champ? Izzy versus Alex 2. Is that it? AKA Izzy versus Alex 4. Because now across the sports, and there's all these memes coming out, and I think it's so funny. It's like Israel Israel retires and takes up golf, and then it's like Alex with like his head Photoshop on a golfer on the green. Like, I don't know, man. He might be able to just follow him. But here's what I have to say that's different, because I'm doing a lot of yapping and I'm not saying a lot. Everybody says the same shit, like, oh, he's gonna fight Israel. And the thing is, I don't think he should go the Israel route and fight all these guys. Fuck all these guys. With all due respect to everyone, fuck everyone. You don't need to fight. I mean, Costa would be a good fight. If is it Costa still fighting Whitaker? Is that still going down? Yeah. Bro, if Costa can beat Whitaker somehow, then I think Costa versus Pereira, if Pereira can beat Israel again, that would be a good fight. That would be a really good fight. That would be dope. Costa would be able to skip everybody. You know what I mean? He's coming off of a win finally. He would have 2 wins in a row, but I don't know that he wins that fight against Robert. Robert's really good. And if Robert beats Costa, then that just shows that maybe he deserves that title shot next after Israel. But here's what I have to say. What I think should be next is the rematch, and then fuck middleweight. I know he doesn't want to make that weight anyways. If Prohashka beats Glover again, not only do you have the storyline of Glover being Alex's boy, but hold on. Look at this shit. Let me show you something. Let me show you this shit. You're talking about size. Look at Alex and Glover, bro. Here's Alex, here's Glover. Like, Glover's a little bit thicker, you know what I mean? But, dude, like, yeah, see, he's looking a little skinny there. But he could, if he's just like, nah, I'm never going to fight at middleweight again, he could put on that little bit of extra size and then cut to 205. Shit. Look at this, bro. He's huge. Even for 205. For 205, he'd be bigger than Glover. You know what I'm saying? So, that being said, let's go back to the rankings. I say, bro, forget about middleweight unless you can get that fight with Paulo. I think that's a good fight. Brazil on Brazil. That would be huge. And then if they go back to Brazil or some shit, like at the end of next year, that would be huge. But if Prohashka is still the champion, which who knows, he might have to fight a guy like Ankalaev. If Ankalaev beats Blachowicz, I'm pretty sure they're fighting, right? Yeah, they're fighting next month. Not even in a month. So if Ankalaev wins, then Ankalaev might be your new champ. He might beat Yuri. Just stylistically, but who knows? Yuri's a savage, bro. Alex versus Yuri would be one of the craziest fights, I believe. The 2 strikers, I think Yuri's style would make Alex have to like throw more shots. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, who would I give that fight to? I would probably, I don't know what the fuck am I doing, bro? Let me do this. Yeah, there we go. We can see it a lot better. I think Yuri would probably be a favorite in that fight, but if Alex can bulk up with enough time to light heavyweight, I think that's a pretty solid fight, pretty savage fight. But of course, I think that Izzy versus Alex 2 is going to be next. But remember, I don't know shit about MMA. I think I've been talking a little bit too long on here. It's been like 40 minutes. So that Chandler shit just took way too long. But anyways, that being said, I'm out, guys. Appreciate it. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment below, and you'll be able to be featured. So I'm going live on Twitter. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Rumble, baby. If you're on Rumble, make sure you comment and let me know that you're on Rumble, because we're taking over Rumble, baby. Yeah. All right. Until next time. Peace.